Bullet Club for life.
What's up everybody, BulletClubGaming91 here. So this is going to be a bit of a different video. It's going to be kind of a throwback. If you were around during those eras and those time frames of Draw My Life, My YouTube Story, This Is Who I Am, This Is What I Am, it's going to kind of be like that. It's not going to be long, I'm not going to take too much of your time. And I just want to put it out there for the new people, the new viewers. Because when it comes to what I do, how I portray myself, and the actual character of BulletClubGaming91 and being a member of the Bullet Club, which is a wrestling faction, I am, in terms of what they call a heel, a bad guy character. My gimmick in my character and my persona is being very good, or giving the perception of I'm very good and I'm the best at what I do, when clearly not all the time and every time I am the best at what I do. I mean, I'm hard stuck Diamond 3 in Marvel Rivals, but I can hit Diamond confidently in almost every game. So I'm in that 5 to 10 percentile in top of the skill gap, but I can never reach the pinnacle. I can never get the world championship, the world title, the #1 spot. So I identify and I'm fine and I'm okay with being a mid-card person. And in the terms of wrestling, a mid-card person is someone who holds like an international title, an intercontinental title, a United States title, something that is for a workhorse, a person who's willing to take the lumps, grind, and go through the steps, and be committed to the company. As where a world champion and the best of the best gets to pick and choose who, what, where, when, and why. And to give you an example of that, I'll show you some clips of some world-class heels and people that I look up to. Switchblade Jay White, formerly Kenny Omega when he was the cleaner and the best bout machine. You have Maxwell Jacob Friedman, aka MJF.
How could I possibly be the best? Well, newsflash, I am the best. I'm the best in the world. Because I'm the only guy who makes you feel. And unlike all those boys, I don't gotta do a bunch of bullshit to get you there. Hey, boss, would you treat me better if I was an ex-WWE guy?
Literally in the past, during the Attitude Era of WWE, you have Stone Cold Steve Austin, you have The Rock, you have D-Generation X, you have all these great people to look back. And if you're not a hardcore wrestling fan or a viewer of wrestling, at least you know those names and some of the stuff of what they are about and how they portrayed themselves in the 90s, the 80s, and in present time. But enough about that. That's Bullet Club Gaming 91. Is Adam, the human, the man, the father, the husband, and everything else. I don't ask or I don't expect a lot. I expect love, support, and engagement. Now, what do I mean by that? When it comes to love, I am not asking to build a community in the sense of the way of a content creator and an influencer does in having that parasocial relationship. When I ask for love, it's a term of endearment and respect. You know who I am. You know what I am. Once in a while, you'll see and hear my kid come in and chat, and you'll have those father-daughter interactions. Or you'll hear me get mad and say, hey, it's bedtime, go to bed. Like, you'll have those interactions. That love comes with the respect that you know that in those character-breaking moments, or in those moments where the gameplay may be lagging or I have other responsibilities and stuff, you still know that the character, the stream, and everything else is there. And you got love for me taking the time out of my life and my day to still provide content, entertainment, and option for you. Now, I understand that I am an option. I am not the premium. I am not the best. I am not what it is. But as we've talked about multiple times in previous videos, I am one of what used to be 15.2K legal, unionized, and accessible gaming streamers and Let's Players who has a legal right to earn. And in the United States, as I talk about in that video where I mention it, it's dropped from 15.2K down to 7.67K. So the fact that I should have a little bit of love and respect for the fact that I am in a position where I am unionized, I am respected, I have weight, I have access to certain things and features that I provide to you guys, and I am a legally required earner with platforms and things of the like to give me a sub button, stuff, whatever else. That's where we go. Now, support. Your viewership, your chatting, your donations, your Rumble rants, your subscriptions, and everything else is support. Any form of support, whether it be a free option or a charitable option, because I'm not going to say a paid, but a charitable option. If you choose to support me financially, that's awesome. That goes to keep the roof over our heads at my home. That keeps my kids' tummies full. And it keeps them able to go to buy toys, go on trips to see family, and enjoy life as a normal child would. And my life as a streamer and a gamer is the job that pays that bills. I have no other job, nothing else. My wife is the breadwinner, with her being a dispatcher for emergency services in security forces. This is my job. Now, granted, for the month of February, I had not been able to stream much because if you watched the previous stream that went live 2 days ago and some of my previous streams, I'm having quality issues because I need a new motherboard and a new CPU. I went out and bought a graphics card, a GPU, in the Intel Arc Sparkle B580 Battle Mage. But I bought it in December as reviews were coming out, and they were saying this was comparative to the 4080 and 4070, minus the fact that I have the death combo, because Hardware Unboxed and other people found out in late January, early February, that an AMD Ryzen 7 and 5, both versions, 5600X, and the B580 are a death combo. There's a lot of overhead, there's a lot of throttling and reduction. And being that I use background remover, OBS, and I have some overlays that are simple but have a lot of distractionary stuff for the CPU unit, it causes problems. So that support would help keep the process and the services running and keep my head above water, which I really greatly appreciate. It's always recommended but never required. Now, in terms of the character, in Bullet Club speak, we want your money. We demand your money. Because we are the star of the show. In kayfabe, in character, we are the star of the show. You owe us money. If you want us to come out here and do our job, then you need to come out and do your job and pay to see me work. But as the general human, and as the IRL, the real one-to-one connection, always recommended, never required. And again, that's the difference, and that's what's lost in this art. With the content creator and the influencer era, you're seeing everything be so fake around the person, but the person is real. Kai Cenat has just leaked that everything he does is fake and staged. Aiden Ross has been exposed for faking his new room in a warehouse. Ray, one of Kai Cenat's friends, faked that he was serving and committed stolen valor in the Vietnamese army and came back to America because he just wanted a mental health break. And so on and so forth. There are so many examples that the scenario and the situation is fake, but the content creator and the influencer is just that person and or human being. As we're streaming and gaming, it affords us to go that extra level, whether it's VTubing, whether it's characterization like Dr. Disrespect, Sarge, Tim the Tatman. It's an exaggerated form of himself. He's not always that angry and everything else. It's a character. We play up on the use and the love of what our chat and our peep and our persona and our stereotype or our character offers. And that's what it's about. And that's what's most important. What it's there for. And I'm going to end the video with this. I have been doing this for 13 years. almost 14, maybe 15 if you want to include old school YouTube. I have lived through multiple eras. I have lived through the angry video game nerd and everybody copying him from 2007 forward. I've lived through the MCN network and contract era of YouTube and Twitch, where Machinima, Maker, Freedom, everybody else took all of our money, all of our likeness, and our rights and bought all of us out in 2014, 2015, and 2016. I have lived through COPA, which is the Child Online Protection Act, which ruined gaming because if you're playing teen and M-rated games, you were instantly getting flagged because of COPA. I have lived through the copyright strike era, the Adpocalypse 1, 2, and 3. I have lived through all of these and I'm still here making content. Sure, I've retired professionally and semi-professionally. I've had a divorce to my 13-year-old's mother. And it was because of her that I retired from competing and took a break from YouTube because I wanted to fully embrace and embark on the first-time parent atmosphere and be with her 110% for my firstborn. She's 13 now. And now we have baby Bullet, my youngest, who's 5 years old and who's in school. So I am able and in a position where out of that gap where I had my first and my second and going through divorce and everything else and going into retirement and coming out, the landscape has changed, but the character is different. Bloodman 00001 is dead. That whole esports aspect and everything else died when I lost my rights, my name and my likeness in perpetuity through space and time to all those esports contracts and those orgs that took me bit by bit. Couple that with the divorce, settlements, everything else, and coming back here. I have been in this industry from a child myself. I was about 11, 12 when I started making COD videos and everything else. I am almost 34 now. I have been at this for a very long time. And to still be able to say I can log in and do it is a lot. But in a world where we need to make gaming great again on certain platforms, and gamers and streamers and Let's Players need their respect, and adults, fathers, and elder millennials, and gamers, and older gamers, and everything else need that respect, it starts with you guys. And we need your help. None of this could change, none of this could get better, if not for you guys and your willingness and your participation. So, on behalf of myself as BulletClubGaming91, and on behalf of myself as Adam the Human, please understand and know the difference, and that when I'm streaming, I'm not 100% angry or being an asshole to you, the stream, to you, the people. It's the character, it's the persona, it's what being a heel or a bad guy is all about. So know that, because I've had a lot of people come into streams on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Rumble and say, I'm just a prick, why would anybody support me? But they do not take the time to watch the show, get entertained, when they don't understand the concept of professional wrestling and baby faces, heel, kayfabe, work, shoot, whatever else, what have you. But once you start watching me, and we have people in my community that know what I'm about, they understand that the character and the human, the disconnect is there, and I can break and come in and out as I want, and we'll have those conversations and those moments. As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, follow, all of that good stuff. TikTok, Rumble, YouTube, Twitch, wherever you find me, wherever you see me, I'm the same. BulletClubGaming91 everywhere. And as always, Kenny, take us home.
Goodbye, mwah, and good night, bang.
And I'll see y'all in the next one. Be safe, everybody. Bullet Club out.